In this video, I will demonstrate Nerdio Manager for WVD's ability to automatically connect your Azure Files shares and the containing storage accounts into Active Directory or Azure ADDS. Let's start out on the Settings Integrations page. And if we look under the Azure Files tile, we'll see that there is an option to add a new Azure Files share. If we click on Add Azure Files, we will see that we can either select an existing storage account from our environment or type the name of the new one. So let's do February 07 storage account 01, and we can click on create that as a new account. This will then ask us to select a resource group where the storage account and the associated file share will be created. So it's going to enumerate all the resource groups and all of the linked subscriptions. And once it does that, we'll be able to select one. So let's go ahead and select this one. We can then select our location for Azure region, choose our performance tier between premium and standard, give this a file share name. Let's call this FSLogic01, configure provision capacity, decide which users are going to have access to this file share. We can add both users and groups here. And then we have an option to actually join this file share to Active Directory. We can either check or uncheck this box. If we don't check it, then this file share and storage account will be created without being joined to AD. But if we do check the box, which is the default and recommended option, we have several options here. We can join into AD using any of our predefined Active Directory profiles, or if we're using Azure ADDS, we can choose that option as well. If we choose a AD profile, then the system will automatically create a temporary VM and then will run the necessary commands to join the machine, to join the storage account into Active Directory. So what we've done here is we selected a storage account that doesn't exist yet. However, if we wanted to use an existing account, we can do that just as well. So for instance, let's select one in West Europe. It's going to enumerate what resource group and location and its performance tier, allow us to specify the file share name because that's going to be created new, allow us to select the permissions, and again, give us the option to join into the AD. And that is because the storage account is currently not AD joined. However, if we choose an AD joined account, so let's find one called, let's see, this one happens to be demo of the day. So let's click here. Let's type in demo of the day and select it. You'll see the join to AD option goes away because this account is already domain joined. So again, makes it super simple to have new Azure Files shares created and connected to AD for authentication. Now, there's more that you can do with that. There's also the ability to take an existing Azure Files share and its associated storage account that is not currently joined to AD. So for instance, this one right here, there's a little exclamation point next to it, and the one right here as well. That means they're not AD joined. You can click on this option right there. And here again, you have the option to join it to AD by just clicking the OK button, and that will do all of the necessary background work to get it into your domain. And that warning message will disappear because it will be domain joined. So just a really simple way to do a lot of manual and tedious work that normally causes potential challenges and creates a lot of room for error when connecting new Azure Files shares and storage accounts into Active Directory. This really simplifies the process and makes it really easy. Hope you found this useful, and I will see you in future videos.